What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Okay, this just got serious. Why does Netflix keep doing this to us? Do they want us to have a heart attack? You don't just tell people that the third Kissing Booth movie is going to be hitting theaters right after you're done shooting the second movie of what seems to be a trilogy. But nevertheless, here we go. Here are the Kissing Booth 3 teaser. Everything you missed. Let's dive right in, people. Netflix, you've got some explaining to do regarding the teaser. Posted just a few weeks ago, Netflix got fans talking when they uploaded a little sneak peek into the Kissing Booth 3. Okay, maybe saying got fans talking is putting it lightly. They basically lit the entire internet and social media. Fans couldn't believe the secret that Netflix managed to hide from them. The last time we checked, the video titled The Kissing Booth 3 Exclusive Sneak Peek got 9 million views in just 10 days since it was uploaded. You heard that right. There are 9 million views in just 10 days. And get this, the video has managed to get 354,000 likes and more than 12,000 comments, with fans screaming in the comment section below. So what's the video about? Well, since you asked nicely, we're going to tell you. Noah, Elle, Lee, and Rachel, Lee's love interest, are hanging out at a pool. Then, all of a sudden, Elle receives a call from the Harvard admissions office. She ignores the call like it's nothing. Then, when Noah asks her what was that call, she casually told him that it's not important and whispers in his ear something juicy, we're assuming.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Oh yeah, I thought you might.
Trying to play it cool, Noah says, "Yes, I would like that very much," and off they go inside the house. All of this just confused Lee and Rachel, and they ask him why they had to leave in such a hurry. Elle makes a lame excuse about how they are going inside where Noah's going to read her poetry and tell her all about her feelings. Yeah, right. Like Lee and Rachel were born yesterday. Just as Noah is about to go through the door, he misses and hits the plant with his crotch. And that's when Lee and Rachel laugh in his face by saying, "Oh really, is that what you want to do?"
Know it. Smooth move!
So what does all of this mean? Well, first things first, we have to talk about Elle hanging up on Harvard like it was no big deal. Considering she has sent her essay and was waiting for that call for who knows how long, why did she just hang up when her dreams were calling? And you can bet that our fans had more than a few things to say about it. Namely, in the comment section, they kept going on and on and on about how she should have taken that call. And most of them called her out on the fact that she hung up like it was just some distant relative. But knowing that she has both applications waiting on her decision, she now has to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But seriously now, Elle has to decide what she will do. On one hand, if she goes to Berkeley, she will be close to Lee. But if she accepts Harvard, she will get to be with her boyfriend. What to do? What to do? And you know what we think? There's a possibility that Elle didn't answer the phone call from Harvard because she didn't want to tell Lee right away that she was planning on accepting the call. Maybe she wanted Noah to be the first person to find out about her decision. And that sneaking off to the room wasn't actually a booty call, but instead, it was where Elle would tell him that she finally chose Harvard over Berkeley. After all, we know how pissed off Lee was when he found out about Elle's Harvard application manual and the Kissing Booth 2. Is it any wonder she didn't want to spill the beans in front of everyone? But at the end of the day, these are just speculations. However, we are trying to figure out what's going to be happening in the upcoming Kissing Booth movie, which the cast kept filming the third Kissing Booth movie a secret.
What are you doing? You can't.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They won't say anything. They won't mention anything.
One of the hardest things they had to do was film the third installment in the series and keep it a secret from everyone. Even Joey King said that was the hardest secret to keep ever. And we don't blame her. None of us knew what was going to happen next or whether we were going to get another Kissing Booth movie.
Oh my god, I'm so excited!
But seems like Netflix was way ahead of us. So when's it going to be released? Well, knowing that the hardest part of the job, the filming, is complete, it can't be that long. Netflix has said that The Kissing Booth 3 is expected to hit theaters sometime during 2021. That's not too bad considering the fact that The Kissing Booth 2 has just been released on July 24th, 2020. This means that if everything goes as planned, the movie would only take 1.5 years before we get to see the finished product. And this is the top range estimate. If they manage to release the movie in the beginning of 2021 or the summer of 2021, we could be looking at a wait period of only 6 months to a year. That's crazy when you take into account we had to wait about 2 years before the second Kissing Booth movie was out. Hey, fingers crossed they're going to have it done by January. That would be something, wouldn't it? What's going to happen in the Kissing Booth 3? As the clip we reviewed already stated, this movie is going to be about the agonizing process that Elle has to go through in deciding which school to pick. Even though they are great schools, she has another thing to take into account. Namely, she has to consider the feeling of either her boyfriend Noah or best friend Lee. First of all, she has to take into account the promise she gave Lee about going to Berkeley. But then again, she also has to figure out how she and Noah are going to continue dating if their relationship becomes long distance. And we all know how long distance relationships go. If you don't know what we're talking about, there was a preview of what we mean in the Kissing Booth 2. When Elle found an earring under Noah's bed, even King herself said, "She's really good at getting herself into a pickle, that's for sure." Elle has a lot of figuring out to do, and she figures out a lot during this movie. And then, in the end, she gives herself even more figuring out to do, which is crazy. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why she does that. Can you find spoilers in Beth Reekles' books? Not really. Currently, there are 4 books written by Beth Reekles that are tied to the happenings of only the first 2 Kissing Booth movies. For example, The Kissing Booth and The Beach House are tied to the plot of The Kissing Booth. It's pretty much the same with the other 2 books. So now fans have to wait for Reekles to release her 3rd book before we know any juicy secrets about the storyline of The Kissing Booth 3. Who's going to be returning for the cast of The Kissing Booth 3? From what we saw in the video that Netflix released on their Twitter account, we know that a lot of people are going to be part of the new Kissing Booth movie. And since Joey King and Joel Courtney were the ones who accidentally sent the message to the rest of the cast, we're assuming we'll be seeing more from Elle and Lee. And of course, we can't forget about Jacob Elordi playing Noah Flynn, or as we all know him, Elle's sweetheart. Next on the list of characters who are going to be appearing in the upcoming movie are Megan Young as Rachel, Molly Ringwald in the role of Sara, Lee and Noah's mother, Maisie Richardson Sellers playing Chloe, Taylor Perez who will be back for the role of Marco. And we know this last one is going to be causing trouble in the upcoming movie. How do we know this? It's simple. When his friend was trying to convince him that Elle is not worth it at the end of the Kissing Booth 2, what did he say? "Yes, she is," was his response. That means Marco and Noah have some unresolved issues they'll have to deal with. When it comes to directing, Vince Marcello sat in the director's chair while the movie was being shot in South Africa. And if you didn't know it already, Vince Marcello is also one of the producers, and of course, he and Jay Arnold wrote the script for Kissing Booth 3. So if you want to know more about the movie, he's the guy who'll know everything. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, what do you think will happen with Noah and Elle in the Kissing Booth 3? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys!